0 serve 0.
Mando Ortiz gets that first serve. Daniel Cordova. I'd say Dave is probably the favorite here.
You never know with Mando because he can come into a tournament looking so flat and so bad in those opening rounds and kind of eke his way through a first round like he did yesterday. I mean, we've never seen someone down like he was yesterday in the first round and come back and win 14-7 in the second game.
Point.
And he just seems to flip a switch and he gets better with each round.
2 serve 0.
You remember Dave in Montana, Mando Ortiz 2 points from losing to Shorty Ruiz in the first round.
Point.
Goes all the way to the final.
Right.
Where he pushes Killian Carroll deep into a third game tiebreaker. Now Daniel Cordova had destroyed Mando the last time they played Las Vegas 5th place playoffs, 25-6. Daniel also beat Mando
check the ball, please.
in Milwaukee.
Okay.
Which was not a race event, but beat him 21-20, 21-8. That was in December.
Foot fault.
And there's the first foot fault call of the event. And not a shock who our referee is.
Second serve, 3-0.
Mando Ortiz leads Daniel Cordova 3-1 lifetime in the race. So that's sole win for
0 serving 3.
Danos coming in their last encounter in Las Vegas. And Dave, we were announcing there, and that match was about 12 minutes long. Mando came out of the court and said, he just killed everything.
Right.
Point.
So we didn't get to see that, but
that's the first point. Second point now for Daniel. 3 very quick points from Mando Ortiz to start this match.
Well, I don't think we're going to see a 2-hour match here, Dave, like we did in the last one.
I have nothing. Yeah. Oh. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you throw
We'll turn down that microphone for the referee who doesn't realize that he's mic'd up even though he clearly knows that he is.
Well, he's taking care of business up there. I mean, Dave, in what other sport would you play a 2-hour match, not even have time to take a shower or change your shirt and go stand up in the freezing cold and referee the next match? I mean, you got to feel for these guys.
Please, we have no cans left. If you guys can hear me on the microphone.
I mean, Dave, you see these referees, and I know you don't watch tennis, but you are a fan of referees. They're up there in a nice high chair and a nice warm coat, shaded from the sun.
2 serves 3.
Not a care in the world.
Point. 3 serves 3.
These floors have a lot of grip, Dave, and I think that is going to help with Daniel Cordova's hop serve. You hear the shoes squeaking.
Second serve.
I think the players really like it because the traction is so good.
When you dive on these courts, are they the type that skin you up, or?
How do you pronounce that? Dive.
Yeah, you haven't done that before. When a regular player dives.
Side out.
No, I don't. They're not the type that would skin up your knees, no.
3 serves 3. Foot fault, front foot.
And Dave, this is going to really disrupt Daniel's serve. He's not going to say anything about it, but now that he's thinking about his feet and trying to hit the hop serve.
Sorry, over ball. Sorry. I called second serve too early.
Wow.
All right, second serve. Point.
And there's an unreturnable there from Mando in the back court.
Point.
5 straight points now for Danos. 4 of those coming on ace serves.
5 serving 3. Foot fault.
Oh.
Five serving 3.
I can see Daniel now worried about his feet in that server's box.
Point.
Daniel really in control here now. 6 straight points. And it's going by quickly here.
6 serving 3. Over.
Mando just
Over
not
ball,
able to step
score
into the
6,
ball here
serving
right
3.
now. Huge hop on that serve.
Point.
And then Daniel just drills it straight down the right wall. Daniel looks really good right now, Dave.
7, serving 3.
Believe it or not, Dave, and I know you do believe it
Short.
because you were there in my office pool. I had Daniel going to the finals.
Second serve.
Out of the bottom bracket. It looks good right now. Now, I'm not a
Over
rooting.
ball, it's a wet ball. Check it, please.
I, of course, have no rooting interest, Dave, but I do have predictions.
7, serving 3. Point. 8, serving 3.
8 straight points and counting now for Daniel, and Mando looks totally lost right now.
Point.
Make that 9, right?
Yeah, maybe Mando just looks completely out of sorts.
9, serving 3.
Like he doesn't know what to do.
You know, earlier you said that Mando
Short.
can look like he's out, and
Right.
then he comes in and just blasts through
Second
these
serve.
players. Well,
I think Danos might be in his head a little bit.
Point.
wow, that's terrible.
I mean, I just don't see the intensity
10,
of the
serving
self-belief
3.
from Mando right now. 10
Short
straight
ball.
points now for Mando. Or, excuse me, for
Second
Daniel.
serve. Point. 11, serving 3.
Dave, I've said this before, but I do believe that Daniel is the future of this sport, of this tour. He's got everything.
Side out.
The power, the hops, the speed, the offense, 2 hands, fit.
A 3.
Very
serving
tough for
11.
anybody to handle. Mando just looks a step slow in there right now, Dave. A
Right
full
out.
step. Catching
11,
the ball
serving
late
3.
off his back foot. And Daniel's hops will do that to you. And Daniel mixes in a
Point.
beautiful first strike kill off a pretty tough shot. Ball at shoulder height at the dotted line.
12, serving 3. Point. 13, serving 3.
Dave, Daniel has been to 2 Race Freight semifinals in his career, never to the finals. Winner of this faces Vic Perez.
Point.
Boy, there's another point. Well, I think he's going to the finals
Wow.
at this tournament. But what I think and what really happens in
14,
real life,
serving
I
3.
found out, are always different. So
That's true.
don't throw your hard-earned cash down on that Vegas line or the line that I made, because
Side out. 3, serving 14. Point.
Mando Ortiz rallying from 14 to 7 down, match point yesterday
4, serving
to beat
14.
Peter Function.
yeah, unbelievable.
And he lost the first game 15-6, so he really wasn't in the match. And Dave Daniel just pretty much doing
14,
exactly what he
74.
wants in there right now.
Good call.
The
Nice
longer
call.
this first game goes, though,
4, serving 14.
the better for Mando is. He might find his niche.
I don't know about that. You know, you lose, we say that, but you lose the first game, even if you scored
out.
5 of the last 6 points of the game and you go and take that 4-minute break, you're not thinking to yourself, I just scored 5 of the last 6
No, I'm
points.
not talking about
14,
momentum. I'm
74.
talking about him, because clearly he's cold and he's not mentally into it, but he could find something here.
Side out.
Well, he's been outscored 14-1 in the last 15
4,
points.
serving 14. Side out. 14, serving 4.
Nice shot there from Mando. Real nice shot. We talked about Mando in Montana, Dave, which was in January. Was 2 points from being knocked out of the first round, went all the way to the finals. Daniel did get knocked out of the first round there. Then lost in the 9th place playoffs,
14,
took 11th there.
Serving 4.
So you see the difference from one event to the next with these top players.
First game.
And that first one does go to Danny Cordova. We'll take a break as well. 4 minutes, and we'll be back for game number 2. First one, 15-4. Cordova gets the first set. We'll have game number 2 next. Stick around for more action here on WPHLive.tv.
Score is 0, serve 0. Short ball.
After that timeout, a long timeout in between games after Danny Cordova wins the first one. He has a short serve.
Tied out. 0, serve 0. Tied out. 0, serve 0. Short ball. Second serve. Point. 1, serve 0. Point.
Now 2-0 score. Daniel Cordova here in the quarterfinals looking to make the semis.
Point.
That ball just zipped right past.
Let me see the ball.
Zipped right past Mando. Looked like it was wet. Like a slide on the ground.
Yeah, the ball's not wet at all. I wanted to check it first. It's a point.
Well, Daniel hits the ball with so much spin
Score
and power.
Is 3, serve 0.
And Daniel really picking up right where he left off in game number 1. Outscored Mando 15-1 to close out that first
4,
game.
serve 0.
Now he leads 4-0. That make that 19-1 run right now, Dave. Dave, Mando was here very early. I mean, at least 2 hours before his match, warming up, headphones.
Right.
Thought he was ready, but
foot fault there.
I don't think so.
And based on the first 3 points, you thought he was.
I think the way you hit it was
ready.
too straight up. I'm not going to change my call. It's a point. I thought you hit it too straight up. 1, serve 0. It's 4. I'm sorry. 1, serves 4.
I heard Mando talking to himself yesterday, Dave, when he was down 9-14, sitting on the bench right in front of the booth against Peter Function.
2, serves 4.
Just really disappointed with how he was playing.
Ball.
Of course, then he went in and turned the match around and won.
Second serve.
But he's got to be just equally disappointed right now. $44-8. That's
point.
How much Daniel has outscored Mando in their last 2 matches.
3, serves 4.
44-8. Wow.
You remember, Dave, in Las Vegas when Mando Ortiz was interviewed by ESPN's Kara Mack, who the toughest people were for him to play. He said Cordova's.
He did say that.
Yeah.
Side out. 4, serves 3.
Which was interesting because he's got winning records against both of them.
Point.
I figured that he would have said Patrick Function.
Yeah.
5, serves 3. Short. Second serve. Point.
Now 6-3.
6 serves 3.
Danny trying to single-handedly get us back on our broadcast schedule here.
Side out. 3 serves 6.
You know, Dave, it's easy to say that a guy is just off or not mentally into it, but sometimes what your opponent's doing is the cause. And when Daniel is keeping you off balance with
6
these
serves 3.
power hooks and offense and speed, it can make you look like you're standing still.
Well, we saw it when Daniel played Alan Garner in Houston. That was sort of a turning point for me personally because he had a lot of confidence and swagger in that match.
And he didn't have a lot of reason to have that swagger because Alan was the boogeyman in that draw. No one wanted him.
Yeah, they stayed away from him, and Daniel went in there and made a statement.
Mando, in fact, could have chosen Alan or Emmett, and he took Emmett.
Right, and Emmett is the one that you've been trying to stay away from forever.
Yeah, right. He picked Emmett, avoided Alan, who was the unknown, and then he goes on to just crush Alan in the playoffs, 25-5. Yeah.
And Daniel's just rolling right here.
Six serves 4. Point. 7 serves 4. Point.
Now 8-4, and a timeout's probably going to be
timeout.
called. 30-second
seconds.
timeout.
Maybe all the timeout should be 30 seconds.
Give me. It's 8 serves 4. Yeah. He just scored.
Daniel Cordova, Dave, will be hosting the Southeast Regionals next weekend in Atlanta, presented by E4.
5 seconds.
Looking to pick up a NYAC title
Scores 8 serves
before
4.
that regional championship.
Well, I have a feeling he'll be in the finals, going for that. Anything can happen, too, as we found out. Boy, that ball went out into the gallery. You can lose an eye up there.
9 serves 4.
Danny Cordova has the ability of retrieving a ball like Danny Armijo in the old days. He has the serving ability of a Nadi Alvarado Jr. or a Luis Moreno.
Right. I think he's got a very underrated left. You see it there.
Well, it's hard to send a ball back down that left wall with your left unless
11
you
serves 4.
have perfect leverage. And Mando just hates that hop serve. I mean, hates it. That's, I think, one of the reasons why he doesn't like playing Danny.
But he had beat him 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I just, you know, you might be able to beat him, but you still don't like to do it. Don't like to face it. Oh, that was a good get from Daniel. Mando diving all the way across the floor. He gets up there, but I don't believe he gets that ball back. One.
Wait, want towel?
Yeah,
no, he didn't.
That ball slides up there. Could have got injured. That was one of those little bit out of a control type dives from Ortiz. Looks good, though, wearing those yellow shoes.
Okay, scores 13 serves 4.
Danny 2 points from winning this match,
Throw
making
ball.
his third race freight semifinal. Would be his second of the season
Second
if
serve.
he closes out this second game.
Tied out. 4 serves 13. Point. 5 serves 13. Point.
Mando starting to score
6
some
serves
points here, but
13.
looks like it's going to be too late. But with Mando, you never know. Mando is the cat with 9 lives, but he might need more than 9 to come back in this match.
6. Tied out. Six serves 13. Tied out.
Danny back in at 13.
13 serves 6.
Oh, Mando. Mando gives it Daniel a plum, and Daniel puts it right in the floor.
Six serves 13.
6-13 here in game number 2.
Nice shot there from Danny. And Dave, that's the shot that we were talking about last match. That's the only place you can hit that shot. It's not like you can go to the right, you know, standing in that part of the court with your shoulders pointed at the left side wall. You have to make that shot. They know it's coming, so you just have to execute it.
13 serves 6. Is that a bad bounce? Yeah. It's an over ball.
Strange to see so many bad bounces on this court, Dave, because this back wall has very little going on that could create anything, yet we've seen a lot.
13 serves 6.
Just seems like the ball's finding it, though.
Yeah. You know, some back walls you see they have a lot of creases and,
Tied out.
you know, variations on the back glass, but not here.
6 serves 13.
Yet somehow the ball is bouncing strangely. Mondo's footwork just has not been right here.
13 serves 6. I don't see it. Give it to me. Give it to me. I thought it was just the hook. Oh, yeah, it's wet.
So I put all the quarters on, then all the ones.
13 serves 6. Point.
And Daniel now at match point.
Match point, serve 6. That's game.
And Daniel Cordova advances to his third race freight semifinal of his career. He'll be facing Vic Perez. Both guys with a shot at their first final. Someone in the bottom bracket will be going to the final for the first time in his race freight career, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is going to be an interesting tournament. Every one that we go to, it seems that throughout the year, there's always a first things happening all the time. Mm-hmm. It's made it a pretty interesting year. We'll have another great one coming up right around the corner when Emmett Peixote goes up against Patty Function. It'll be the last men's quarterfinals of the day, so stick around as we have more continuous action here in New York at the NYAC WPH Race for 8. For Dave Fink, my name is Dave Vincent.